Right now, I'm going to present on noun clauses with if whether. Um, we have talked about noun clauses with WH words. So, for example, I know what you are thinking. Here, what is the WH word? The new thing is that we will now talk about noun clauses with if whether. So, for example, I don't know if you're thinking good things, and I don't know whether you are thinking good things. Okay. These are WH. What W? What you are thinking is a WH noun clause. If you are thinking good things is a if noun clause. Whether you are thinking good things is whether noun clause. Both are actually have the same usage. Let me talk about this now. Why? Noun clauses with if whether are similar to yes no questions, in that they offer two options. Um, for example, I don't know what you are thinking. I don't know if whether you are thinking good things or bad things. So, like I said, they're like yes no questions in that they offer two options. Here, for I don't know whether you are thinking good or bad things. The good things is one option, the bad things is another option. Um, Something else to mention is that WH noun clauses are like information questions. They are kind of asking for information. What are you thinking? Whereas if whether is like a yes no question in that like are you thinking good things? Yes or no. That's how they kind of are similar to yes no questions. So again, WH noun clauses are like information questions. They're giving information. If whether is similar to yes no questions in that there are two options. Um, but remember that they still have a subject verb word order. So you're not asking what are you thinking, are you thinking, you're saying what you are thinking, not are you, you are thinking. Same thing here, it's not you are thinking good things, it's not are you thinking good things, it's you are thinking good things. So they have the subject verb word order, very important. But let's move on. We stated the subject verb word order must be followed for these clauses. So what is wrong in the sentences below? I'm not sure if will that student come to class. She can't decide whether should she go. Okay, take about 10 seconds to see if you can find what is wrong with both of these sentences. Okay, in the first sentence, I'm not sure if will that student come to class. It doesn't have the subject verb word order. It has question word order. So will that student come to class? Instead it should be I'm not sure if that student will come to class. This will should move until after the noun, the subject. So subject, verb, word order. Here's the same with the second. It's the same situation with the second example. She can't decide whether should she go. Again, the should go after she, so she can't decide whether she should go. Should she go is question word order. Should she go? She should go is subject verb word order. Okay, subject she, verb should go. Okay, um, let's move on. We learned that these noun clauses offer two options. They offer a second option. For example, I don't know if whether I should date you or dump you. Here's date or dump. So two options. The second option right here. The second option here is dump. Okay. Or not at the end. So here in the second type style of if whether the or not comes at the end. For example, I don't know if whether I should date you or not. Here the or not comes at the end. And in these situations, we can use if whether. For the second option, for such as or dump you, we can use if whether. And then there's or not after whether. Okay, so for example, I don't know whether or not I should date you. This or not comes after whether only. Okay, we never use if or not. Okay, moving on. Similar to WH word noun clauses, if whether noun clauses can be direct objects of a main verb. So we talked about the kind of verbs that main verbs that accept direct WH noun clauses as direct objects. These are thoughts and opinions, consider, know, and remember, learning and perception, see, figure out, understand, wonder, find out, and emotions, care, doubt, hate. These are the types of verbs that accept WH noun clauses. And in this situation, we can see that they also accept if whether noun clauses. So, for example, I don't know whether I should date you. Okay, so they accept those if whether noun clauses. Moving on. Similar to WH noun clauses, whether noun clauses can be objects of a preposition. So, I should read about whether or not climate change is true. Um, do not use if with prepositions. Okay, only whether can follow a preposition. So to, in, at, about. Okay, only these, only whether can follow these. And in the same way that we learned that WH word noun clauses usually follow verbs of thoughts and opinions, such as decided on, know about, and learning and perception, see about, learn about, read about, and emotions, care about, happy with, scared of, surprised by. Whether noun clauses also follow such verbs. Moving on. Similar to WH noun clauses, whether noun clauses can be reduced with an infinitive. That is, if whether noun clauses can be reduced with an infinitive. So, for example, I don't know if whether I should date you or dump you can also be changed to I don't know whether to date you or dump you. Okay, so we can do an infinitive. We can take away the subject and the modal and replace those with an infinitive to reduce them. So let's talk about some usage rules very quickly to quickly conclude. Use if and whether for two options. Okay. I don't know if I should date you or dump you. I don't know whether I should date you or dump you. Rule 2, use if, whether, when or not is at the end. When or not is at the end. So, for example, I don't know if I should date you or not. I don't know whether I should date you or not. Okay? When or not comes at the end, we can use if and whether. Number 3, when or not can come only after whether, not if. So we could say, I don't know whether or not I should date you. We can't use if here. And use whether only when the noun clause is the object of a preposition. Okay? So, for example, I should read about whether or not climate change is true. Okay? Here my preposition is about, and my if whether noun clause is this right here, whether or not climate change is true. That concludes this. I hope that you enjoyed. Please use these videos to review, and I hope that this benefits you.